Alakazam!
You right, Derek?
Didn't see that one coming, did you, Steve? Oh, look at you now.
What do you mean?
Look at you now. Look at your small little body. You're green, Steve. You're green.
Come on, man. Hey, man, I'm trying to eat my breakfast, man.
Oh, what do you mean? You can't eat your breakfast as a frog, can you, Steve?
I'm not a frog, man. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? You're a frog. Look at it. You're a frog, innit?
Derek, I'm not a frog.
Alakazam! Boom! You're a frog again.
Derek,
frogs.
Man. Derek, I'm not a frog.
Derek,
I'm not a frog. I'm not a frog.
You're a frog, mate. You're a frog.
If you want to think I'm a frog, you can carry on. I'm just going to eat my breakfast.
Look at you on the floor. You're so small.
I'm not on the floor. I'm sitting as that. You didn't change anything about me, man.
I'm a frog and I'm Steve. I'm a frog.
Man.
Never doubt my wizardry skills. You are a frog. You are a frog.
No, I don't want to say it, but you can't really wizard that well, man. Everyone's been saying it.
I can wizard pretty well. I've seen that you're a frog.
Man, you're in denial,
frog
bro.
Man, Mr. Frog. Look at you.
Come on, you've been held back 3 years of reading school.
Hey! Listen!
What?
Listen to me!
Yeah, I'm listening, man.
I just put a spell on you!
Yeah, sure.
I put a spell on you.
As you may have seen from the cardboard covering campus, spring elections are
my boy.
This week, you get the chance to decide who your next team of sabbatical officers will be, including president, education officer, sports officer, welfare officer, postgraduate officer, democracy and development officer, not forgetting societies officer, which is currently too close to call. Voting opens at 9 a.m. on Wednesday and closes at 7 p.m. on Friday. Head over to www.warwicksu.com/elections to cast your votes. It only takes a few minutes. Past sabbatical officer wins include the 24-hour library, reduction in tuition fees, replacement of lost Stagecoach bus passes, and lower rent prices for 2018-19. Make sure to cast your vote in the spring elections and have your say.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Hello.
And that was the most wonderful time of the week.
Yes, very good. Well, don't run before you could walk.
Because we've got nothing.
Yeah, we messed up quite big. We haven't done one of these for a while, actually. We used to be much worse than them. We've been pretty good this season at keeping
with planning
and stuff. But I woke up at like 10 past 11, and normally I'd come in. Drew was at a different house, and we said. We had no idea the show was on, so I came in. I've only arrived on campus 15 minutes ago. Didn't really have much time to plan.
We planned. Yeah. You've already heard the entirety of our plan.
That was the plan, to tell you that we haven't planned.
So I think this is your chance to message in.
Oh yeah, also,
and actually have your messages heard properly.
Tom's ill.
So it's just us two.
Yeah, and I got sent that like half an hour ago, so it's just gonna be.
So we're really
rolling with the punches.
We're gonna have some fun.
We're gonna go down some interesting routes.
And luckily, a previous show have left their notes in here.
Oh, is that their show plan?
Yeah, so essentially,
let's run out. Yeah, fine. We'll just do their show.
I'll just read off all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe choose the best. We've got elections, teachers, presidents, stake, maths, society, championship, technology, news, country.
Country. Okay, let me just take one little peek at those.
Yeah. Immediately, stake.
Stake's the one that stands out of the. How would that fit in?
I don't know how it fits in because they're all quite serious and big topics, and then steak.
Do you think that's a silly one?
Not a big topic.
Or is it talking about?
How do you like your steak?
How do I like my steak? I like it medium rare.
How exciting!
Yeah.
How exciting! What a show! I like mine blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
What's that?
Like very, very undercooked.
Or is that? That's a big dick thing though.
Yeah, it is a big thing.
That's completely
blue.
That's completely a masculine thing. Like the fact that you drink whiskey, man. It's all part.
Oh yeah, it's just
you're getting the tape measure out. When
definitely.
It's about how you. Oh, what you apply heat to your steak. I eat it straight from the cow. I rip from its underbelly with my teeth.
Yeah. How do you want to steak it? Just scare it.
Just scare it. Just bring me the cow.
Just bring me the cow.
Just bring me the cow.
The tender the meat, the better. The more tender the meat, the better. Have your steak blue, or you're not a man.
Or if you're really comfortable with your masculinity, burn it.
Burn it.
Singe it.
Go well done.
Singe it. If you're truly a progressive, if you're truly trying to redefine masculinity,
don't come and talk to us because we don't like people who are too comfortable with their own masculinity.
Honestly, I don't like people who are really masculine, but I don't like people who are too comfortable with being like just like too comfortable with their own gender identity in any sense. I want that insecurity. I want that fear. I want that confusion of should I be? Should I know how to fight?
Do you look at people like that and you're jealous? Or
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm like get out of here because it's just boring. Because there's no like it doesn't feel like there's any of that.
There's no
inner insecurities and tensions. It's kind of like you've sorted yourself out. Oh great,
good
cool.
For you, mate.
Oh cool, you're wearing gender neutral clothes. You seem so secure and comfortable. I bet you have a great relationship with your parents. Boring. Always. No, I like men who know that masculinity has many flaws, but don't really know how to reconcile it because they're too awkward and strange.
I think that's state covered. So how about country?
Country.
Now, is that the music or the
idea?
Defined boundary?
I don't see much difference, man.
No, not at all.
Because I feel like country music is my country. It takes care of me. I feel pride in it because it defines me.
Secure.
It defines me.
You put on a Tim McGraw album, you're feeling fine with yourself.
For example, if country went to war with jazz, I'd fight for country because it's my country.
It's your country.
Exactly. I'd get if the genres had a fight. Country.
Interesting. Who would win out of fight of the genres? Now all genres.
Okay. Well, that's a very interesting.
I am saying like drum and bass might take it just because they're aggressive and although could they be they might have poor military planning.
That's true. Wait, but okay, there's two different ways to approach this. Are we going from the general traits of the fan base, or are we going
the music itself?
Because actually, there's a lot of other little. Because it'd probably be like chart music, pop music, because they'd have most money.
Not the general, as in like the traits of the music itself.
Okay, drum and bass, they're violent. They're like barbarians. They're savages. They're not organised though.
No, that's
they're
not
organised. They're going to be like the Celts.
Exactly.
It's going to be
bloody Celts.
It's going to be like the Celts versus the Romans. Because like the Romans defeated the Celts. The Celts, they were warring. It was in their blood. They've been fighting it for years.
But that could be dangerous. Because you're standing on the battlefield.
Yeah.
You got two fronts ready to close on each other. The drum and bass people are running off in all directions.
Yeah, exactly.
Romans, they're killing their own men.
Turtle shield defense. They got shields. They got to know what's up.
They've got a structure.
Yeah,
they've got a form.
They're Italian pansies. Call them what you want, but they're organised. They have respect and they have honour.
So who would be the Roman equivalent in the music genre industry? Because I'm saying jazz is losing every time.
Yeah, jazz is losing because it's just
it's too experimental. You know, they're trying different, more interesting ways.
They keep trying to change the history of their own military.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think we should fight like this?
Yeah,
you know,
let's try like this.
Folk. The thing about folk,
folk is going to lose. Why?
No, what I'd say about folk is the idea of folk. The whole way folk moves forward is a constant dialogue with its history. It's about it's about its tradition. So I feel maybe that strong. No, that strong identity that folk has, that connection to its past, is what makes it strong.
If you need to stop banging on about connections.
But admittedly, folk with all their history and connection to the past, they may get destroyed by drum and bass a lot because no matter how organised they are, folk watchers. They are like 45-year-old men with their hands in their jean pockets, kind of nodding with some cider, you know, like exactly. And they're smoking, but they don't smoke normally. Okay. But that's because they're at a folk festival. And they're like, this is the time of the year where I have a couple of cigs, man.
Yeah. Let yourself loose.
Exactly.
I'm thinking
potentially a straw fedora. Potentially.
I mean, we're
not ruling it out. We're not ruling it out.
And not the best battle helmet.
No,
and they refuse to take it off.
It's not
because it's in their blood. And that's kind of the issue with
techno.
Pretty good.
All in black. Serious. They can organise and they have the aggression. They can organise
and they've got the aggression at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely that. I think rock could give them quite a good challenge.
Rock could, because that's once again, that's just passion. That's the passion.
There's power behind it. There's aggression behind it.
There's history behind it.
So I think ultimately it's going to come down to between rock and techno.
Well, drum and bass aren't even.
Drum and bass, no, they're crazy.
They're too crazy.
They have no structure. We've established that. They will be running off in all directions, just killing you. They'll be killing trees. They don't know which one's up.
They'll be killing each other. And then jazz and folk are kind of the bottom of the pile.
But they've really got on top.
Poor jazz and folk would not win.
Yeah. So please message in who you think will win out of techno and rock, or just message in anything. To be honest, because we usually get a few messages in, and I feel like when we get a lot of nonsense messages with just people copy and pasting the Communist Manifesto when we don't need them, and now that we need a bit of help
we're asking for help. It's like you guys want us to fail.
Anything you want us to talk about? We've got nothing.
Oh, we do something. Here's a question.
Yeah.
We were talking about Celts earlier. It's not cultural appropriation if we wear Celt stuff.
How far back does cult in history does
no,
it need to go? Because
I was thinking about it, like I can understand a lot of cultural appropriation arguments about like dressing up as like ancient cultural traditions, but if we dress up as technically our heritage, which is Celts.
Celts and Normans.
Normans are one of those boring ones.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because like dressing up as Aztecs is culturally appropriating, but it's interesting. Like it looks interesting. Sure. But dressing up as a Norman is like, well, this is what we've got.
Like a tunic and some chainmail.
No, and the helmets. The point.
Don't shout about the helmets. Like they're not amazing.
They're not. They're so.
Helmets.
You're just like, it's clearly from that horrible part of the world, which is northern France and southern England. That just that like the rain, just like, oh, all right.
I don't think anyone's going to be offended if you wear either a Celt or a Norman costume.
Because Celts is fun because you get the fun like.
I'll be honest, I'm not actually that familiar with Celtic dress.
Oh, you're not. It's like what's interesting about it is they got like a sort of tartan-esque just trousers, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And they have these amazing kind of swirling tribal tattoos all over their bodies.
Yeah.
And they normally have like a spear and crazy like ginger or blonde hair.
Okay, not the most practical, but
no, they're not. But it's passion.
It makes a statement.
Like Bodicea, you know Bodicea?
Yeah. Familiar,
yeah, exactly. So that's like all those Celts and stuff. So next time fancy dress, I'm going to avoid cultural appropriation, but I'm still going to have fun. I'm going to go as a Celt.
There you go.
Reconnect with my Gaelic history.
I feel that's country.
Yeah, that's country done. What else we got, man?
Should we try... championship sounds quite vague, and I'm not sure what championship it's referring to. Maybe just the concept of championships in general.
The Bowls World Championship. Where does that happen again?
Is
it Crawley?
Crawley maybe?
Crawley or Hayward Heath?
Maybe Hayward Heath.
Yeah, maybe
Hayward Heath, i.e. where we live.
So Andrew's dad lives in Hayward Heath, which is a kind of a dormitory town, which is not normally used for people going into London.
Let's not call it dormitory. Come on.
Well, it's a dormitory town. It's like that's how I was introduced to it. What's even Twinwood? What's even Twinwood? Do you even know what was Twinwood?
It's somewhere in Germany.
Somewhere in Germany, dormitory town. It's a dormitory town.
It's not a dormitory town.
You'd know what was Twinwood if it wasn't a dormitory.
Do you think a dormitory town would host the World Bowls Championships?
Yeah, well, that's almost the point that we were trying to make, is why is such a dormitory town hosting the World Bowls Championship?
It just doesn't make sense.
It's crazy. The world!
The best bowls players in the world come to this town to show their stuff, to fight out.
I mean, like, obviously London's super hectic and stuff, but like just... I'm sure you could get a venue in Manchester, Bristol, somewhere else.
Yeah, but is it the raw... Bowls.
Passion for bowls!
Like, you have not seen Hayward Heath Bowls Green.
What's it actually like?
Oh, it's a lovely green.
It's actually?
I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's okay. I was just checking.
Very level.
Because if you weren't just lying for content, I could have actually been quite interested, because I wanted to compare it with the Lewis Bowls Green, which is a great bowls green.
Great bowls green.
Gorgeous. Like, underneath the castle, it's got a nice connection with its history.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
I just kind of judge it by how level it is, I guess. Is that a good way to go?
I don't know, because it's like, sometimes it's more, because the Lewis one, admittedly, is not very level, but I think that's part of what adds the fun to it, because you can roll around.
Where does the skill come in bowls? Does it come from navigating a wonky slope, or being able to pull out your best moves on a flat slope, or maybe both? Message in.
I think maybe it's more like, you can do it flat, but can you do it on a wonky slope?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
you can do it on a sunny day.
You prove yourself. On a sunny day, but when it's raining and Lewis Castle is staring over you, there's 1,000 years of wonk going on. Natural wonk that has been eroded over time and years.
And that's where the real bowls players shine through.
That's where they do.
Sadly, the World Bowls Championship still haven't recognised the importance of a wonky slope.
They haven't.
They're still on these flat slopes.
Get out of Hayward Heath, bowls guys!
Bring the bowls into the wonk. Let's see some real bowls, grassroots bowls.
I'm sick of I don't play bowls. I never said I play bowls.
Never.
I never say but I watch bowls and I care about bowls and I care about the sport.
And everyone knows when it's in town, the World Bowls Championship. Everyone knows there's a buzz around Hayward Heath.
Yeah, there's a general little...
You see people walking around with their small bowls bags.
Yeah, they're wearing the kit of their favourite bowls.
All in white, there's nothing better than a sight of an elderly man all dressed in white, ready to go and throw some balls into a smaller ball with his pals.
Rolling himself to death pleasantly.
I had a conversation with my grandma at one point about bowls.
Yeah. Is this Irish one?
No. Okay. Non-Irish. Irish one. That's you can quite easily jump into a conversation with an OAP about because they either play bowls or golf, really.
Yeah,
that's fair. You know, I think I'm going to be banging them both on them.
Yeah, I know you love those like little.
But my ultimate dream is to be in a bowling team, an actual
10-pin
bowling team.
Yeah,
because I think there's something beautiful about going with like 3 guys
just in a bowling league.
Or girls.
Yeah,
sure,
girls.
Sure.
Come on.
Everyone can roll some rocks.
They're not rocks, man. That's the wrong one. Stones. That's curling. That's curling. I think it's just bowling balls, man. Just stick with balls.
No, I want there to be.
I want there to be jargon as well, man. But I don't.
There's definitely jargon.
There's no jargon, man. There's no jargon.
Anyway, there's something, but no, just rocking up, you know, with when you've got your own bowling ball.
Yeah.
When it's a nice little colour and it suits your fingers perfectly, and you're throwing it down the
right weight.
And there's a bit of competition, you know. You're with your friends. You're going down to 10-pin Tuesdays every now and again.
Well, we go every week to 10-pin Tuesdays. We started something. Bowling's normally like a thing that you meet when your friend comes from out of town once, and you've all meet up in the same city for the first time in 3 years.
Or your 10th birthday.
Yeah, or your 10th birthday. But no, 10-pin Tuesday, £2 beers. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
4 weeks in a row.
2 games, £6.
I started off well.
2 games, 2 beers, £10.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Incredible
prices.
But now I'm not, because it's 10-pin Tuesdays again, and we're literally on the group chat now deciding whether to go. But last week I had the worst round of bowling I'd ever had, and I realised the darker side of bowling, because I've been living a fairly charmed life, either doing well or fairly all right, nothing shocking. And then I had my first double terrible rounds, like seriously horribly bad.
It's quite
and
a
then I realised
ratio of a terrible round, because you lose your ability to socialise.
No, it's all gone. It's all gone. I go into myself.
Stand at the back of the alley with your arms crossed, just staring and waiting until it's your turn again.
Yeah, because I lose complete focus. I don't really know how to.
It's just this thing that sets, and I have to do that. And press something.
I don't really know how to like reconnect with the social group when I'm so disgusted with myself. But
you find yourself on the ball.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the pins. It's just me. You know.
And twice now, actually, we've been 4 weeks in a row now. 4 weeks in a row we've been bowling, and 3 out of those times we've actually been the last people in there. And one of those times they actually had to stay open late for
15 minutes.
15 minutes late because we had to finish the game essentially. But I mean, get yourself down to 10-pin Tuesdays. It's a good little thing.
I think we should actually have a song now. I think we.
Yeah. Well, that's championship done. So off we. Oh, I haven't really picked one.
Oh. Just bang one.
Just bang one. Let's go for this one.
Imagine Dragons.
Oh yeah.
Lame.
Hey, Imagine.
What?
It's dragons.
Yeah, okay.
The thing's off. Yeah.
.warwick.ac.uk.
Did you ever Imagine Dragons face?
Yes. Yeah, I think
that one album when everything was going
white teenagers didn't have a
you got to have it. But they are complete and utter bilge.
Yeah, one of the lyrics in there was politics and deficits, but you still love me or something.
I think this is the post-Cameron Britain, man.
Really
this is what we've entered.
I'm not sure how much Imagine Dragons thinks deficits have an effect on people's love life.
I don't know, because I'd certainly say so, but I don't feel that they've properly read into the effect that the deficit can have on someone's love life.
Yeah, they're bad things, deficits.
Exactly.
Still no messages in, so you're forcing us to go
This is your fault.
This is like, again, oh, wait, a message. Mr. History says, could Andrew talk about his favourite historical levy, please?
Come on, you know your levies, man.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh man. All right, he's got his foot.
Do not get me started on levies, all right?
I wouldn't get you started, but we need some content.
So, for the people out there, a levy is essentially a tax or an impose, commonly known as basically a tax. If I was to put it in a sentence, I'd say a tax of 2% was levied on all cargoes. Yeah. And coincidentally, that is my favourite levy, the 1966 levy on cargo ships.
Really?
Oh yeah, fantastic levy. Because
how come?
Essentially, cargo ships have been a big part of our transport of goods for a long time. But as we spoke about the other week, actually, they have a very negative consequence on the environment.
They do.
And our oceans.
Why? Because of
the oil and the
waste.
All that
the
stuff.
waste, and then there'll be a big beautiful whale swimming along. And then a tin can. I'm dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
And then his kids die.
This is the kind of work the 1966 levy on cargo ships aimed to reduce, and it did.
Did it?
There's no such thing as a 1966
Wow, you're lying.
I'm lying.
You're lying to our listeners. How dare you? He messaged in and asked you a very personal question.
It's a great question as well. And I could tell you my favourite... my favourite rebellion, riot, I guess.
What's the bread riots?
The bread riots.
Yeah, of course. The
bread riots.
The bread riots are amazing.
They are.
Those are incredible. Bread riots of, I think, the 1500s. This is when they didn't have enough food or bread, so they stormed the town. Yeah. And we had that kid, Will Farthing, in our class. So in our history class at GCSE, we had this one kid, not the sharpest tool in the blocks, let's be honest. We're talking about the bread riots.
He was a spanner.
You could say.
In the like links. Not the sharpest tool in the box, because a spanner
in the
not
works.
The sharpest
Because
tool
you
in
be
the
a
back.
spanner in the works.
No, but if you're a bit of a spanner, you're a bit of an idiot.
No. Ooh.
Yeah. And
there's definitely some links, but I feel sharpest tool in the box.
Spanner is not the sharpest tool in the box.
Because if you're sharp, you're clever. So it's like that's more along those lines. But.
Well, I don't know, but I'm seeing links where you might not be able to see them because of your closed mind.
Maybe potentially.
Just have a think about tools every now and again. But you're also a tool if you're a bit of an idiot.
But we're talking about a spanner right now. And what he said during the bread riot, so he found out that this is like a basically a peasants' revolt, uprising because they've been oppressed by the elite. Oh, isn't that? Oh, I haven't heard that before. What a surprise! And then his response was, "This is literally it. So you pretty much know everything we know. Why don't they just shut the gates?"
What gates, Will?
What do you mean? What gates? Just shut the gates.
What the gates to London?
So all the bread riots.
Was that about the bread riots? Was that not about the London riots in 2000 and whatever?
No.
It was definitely about the bread riots. I've been telling that story wrong for quite a long time.
Oh, really? Have you been saying London?
Yeah, I've been saying the London riots.
That would be really stupid. That would be like next level.
Yeah, exactly.
You can understand your knowledge of 15th century kind of social,
they might have gates.
They might have gates. Maybe all the peasants live outside the city as like a really bad like fantasy world.
It's the
the rich live inside the walls and the peasants eat their own mud.
Just shut the gates.
Just shut the gates.
I
quit. Oh no, the bread rioters are coming. Shut the gates. Oh, they shut the gates.
The riot is over.
We'll get you next year though when you leave them open too long.
Yeah. So I couldn't tell you my favourite historical levy.
No,
I can tell you my least favourite historical grant, and that would be the amicable
grant. I quite liked it, but I know
34, 33, 37, 30, 15, 30, 40.
You carry on.
34, 15,
15, 30.
15, 35.
Wait, you tell the story about
the amicable. I still don't.
1525.
Give me some background of what it is.
It was a tax imposed on England in 1525 by the Lord Chancellor Thomas Wolsey, called at the time a benevolence. It was essentially a forced loan, a levy of. It's a levy. A levy of between 1/6 and 1/10 of the goods of the. Okay, this is the amicable grant, and if you'd know more about this, you would be at Oxford University.
Be here right now.
You'd be at Oxford University.
So
your whole life would have been different if you had properly looked up the amicable grant. If you focused on your bloody levies and stopped doing all your partying and getting with hot babes all the time, and you thought more about your levies and your future, you would be on your way with the big bucks. You'd be at Oxford. Now look at us. I would have come with you as well because that's how they work. You take a +1.
Levies over babes, man.
The amicable grant was when Thomas Wolsey, big dog around Henry VIII, tried to force a loan to get his war, and it messed up. And there was a big lead up to how his downfall, which has a big effect on British history. What did you say when you were asked by an Oxford professor, an ancient historian?
Well, he asked me what relevance it had to my essay, and I didn't really know what it was.
So, if I know Andrew Kirwan, he's never going to say that. He's going to make something up, just like he made some stuff up now. What did you make up when he asked you what the amicable grant was? This is in his Oxford interview 3 years ago, which went horribly, which is why he's here.
Well, we had 15 minutes on the essay and 15 minutes about other stuff, and the 15 minutes of the essay turned into 10 minutes about the amicable grant.
Really?
And when you're talking about the amicable grant and you know a bit about it,
a little
that's hard enough.
Yeah.
When you really don't know much at all about it, and you're being grilled for some Oxford professors, it's never really going to go that well.
Why didn't you just say... Wait, did you mention it in your essay and you hadn't properly researched it?
Well, no, because it was an essay from like a year ago, and then I forgot kind of how it was that significant. They were just fascinated as to why man shows us one piece of evidence. I was like, I don't.
Was it part of your like PEA
that kind of structure?
And it was just a throwaway.
Because
I've done it all the time, but I'm not going to
Oxford.
And that's why I'm not going to Oxford. And that's why you're not going to Oxford.
Do you think Mr. History could well have been one of those professors who were interviewing? Because that is said. Could Andrew talk about his favourite historical levy, please? Is he rubbing it in? Is Mr. History rubbing it in? Because that's a very specific question.
That is. And you made up 1968, and you made up this nonsense cargo levy, and he's sitting there going, thank God he's not at my university. The university that Wolsey went to.
Yeah, Thomas Wolsey,
that's an interesting little thing. Yeah. The man who passed it studied at the old college.
I don't deserve to be
You don't deserve to
really
walk
don't.
the cloisters, Thomas
Wolsey.
Lord Chancellor Thomas
Eventually.
Thomas.
Thomas is back then.
Yeah, loads of Thomas. We have Thomas More, you have Thomas Wolsey, you have Thomas Cromwell. I'm a big Cromwell guy.
I'm a big More man.
No, you weren't actually, because I remember we did a reading, and I did so little of the reading. Because
it was like a 20-page reading kind of thing, and you've done the first 3 pages. The first page. The first page was on Thomas More, and the rest was on Thomas Cromwell.
And it was basically saying Thomas More, it started by saying his good things, then it came in with the nuance, and then it just said how amazing Thomas Cromwell is. Well, I come in, you guys are loving Thomas Cromwell. I'm like, hey guys,
it's all about More.
Thomas More, man, what a boy, what an absolute boy. I was over the moon, loved Thomas More to bit.
None of the discussion was about Thomas More though. But you managed to pencel in.
I managed to get a lot of Thomas More in.
Thomas More content. You can
never
have
he's
too much.
He's a piece of Catholic scum, is what I realise now. And it's right that he was hanged at the neck till death. Till dead. There's like a way of saying it or something.
Hung, drawn, and quartered was a pretty horrible.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, but I don't think he didn't deserve that.
No.
Bad. He wasn't that bad. He's not like
hung, drawn, and quartered. Why quartered? That's just a step
symbolic.
too far.
And then
because you're dragged to the hanging place. By a horse and cart.
Yeah.
Like you're tied up with a rope and dragged there on the floor, and then you're hung. And then I don't know what drawn is. I've never really known what drawn is. How do you draw someone after you've hung them? And is that painful?
Well, I think it's like maybe it's getting some innards out.
Maybe get some innards out.
Well, I think it's definitely chopping something.
Chopping something. You drawing something.
Maybe it's like cutting them in half and then you quarter them or some shit. Drawn. Like
apologies.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
like you can draw. You draw with your
a blade.
With your saber.
With your blade.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, so I think that's the levy.
That's the levy covered. That's the levy covered.
But no more messages in, other than a mention on Twitter that has nothing to do with us.
Okay, fine.
So would you like to do a random?
No, I'd like to talk about the Oscars on Sunday. Very well done to everyone who won. I know you guys are listening. Yeah. Congratulations. But it's so wet, man. I remember when I was growing up and I really liked the Oscars, I'd stare up and it was like wonder, and I really thought it was the best films. But now I'm seeing more films, I realize it's just pure like vanilla. Like there's nothing with any teeth this year at all. And when people start complaining about positive discrimination in the Oscars, like a lot of people on the right are constantly saying like, oh, well, it should always be the best. I think there's too much focus on like trying to represent minorities and stuff. It should always be the best. They don't even choose the best films anyway.
No.
I'm saying choose whatever politically suits you.
Yeah.
Whatever at the time, make it purely political because you're not choosing the best films, so it doesn't even matter. You know.
Yeah.
I'd just choose all minority, all female filmmakers.
Doesn't make a difference.
Give them a chance. Doesn't make a difference. You're not even choosing the best films anyway, so it's not even an argument.
Did Gary Oldman win?
Yeah, Gary Oldman won.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Right, well,
no, he was good.
Yeah, he was good.
3 hours of makeup. But then 3 billboards, boring.
Yeah, I
nothing.
Thought that looked good, but
yeah, the trailer boring. Shape of Water, literally was a bit wet. Like
that was best film.
It was best film. It was just like good versus evil. The villain was too evil. The guys were too good. Just boring.
Give me some nuance.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Everywhere in the Oscars and in the films
and in our levies. If you had more nuance in your arguments, you'd be.
I'd be a lot happier.
You'd be a professor at Oxford. I'd
be a professor right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You would
specialising on levies.
And that's in 3 years. He's already become the top expert in levies in the country.
So kids, brush up on your grants and/or levies, and you'll have a good life. I need to get another song up. You can't. Yeah. Sometimes it's not just a point.
Well, I feel you should have one at least.
I try, but I'm trying to. We've got no plan for this.
I know we've got no plan, so we need some structure from you. You're driving.
Exactly, but I've got to talk to you. Otherwise, you're talking to no one.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. I'd rather talk to no one right now, to be honest. Just pick one. What are you doing? Best friends, Little
Dragon.
Little Dragon, another dragon.
The dragon theme show.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, there you go. No, that's the song we just played, actually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, yeah.
Across campus, online, and on 12:51 a.m. This is your student radio station.
No, you fool. Oh.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was a weird...
Is that not an advert? Or that's
No, it was one of those stabs.
Oh, it's a stab. It's
to
a
keep your
sweeper.
show fresh.
What? I didn't know we had these.
Award-winning student radio station.
This is your role.
Go back to No You Fool.
No, you fool.
Play it 4 times in a row.
No, you fool. No, you fool. No, you fool. No, you fool.
Okay, I've got some news coming in. This is as of 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know
Hot
what?
topic.
This is hot topic. Can I have like a...
Find us on Facebook.
Search for Raw 12:51 a.m.
There you go.
Okay. Lego admits...
Funny, because
Oh my god! Are you serious? There we go.
Right. If you want your seminar tutors to
No! Stop. Let me tell the news story.
Yeah, but can you not listen to the funny sweet
No. I'm telling you, I've got news. This is the first piece of content we have all show.
Proving student radio can be good sometimes. Raw 12:51 a.m.
Lego... Are you going to behave yourself?
No, go for it, honestly.
Lego admits... What are you laughing at?
Let's go, just say the song.
Lego admits it made too many bricks.
What?
10 minutes ago.
What? What do you mean?
This is a huge headline.
What?
Lego has come out and said, fine, we own up. We did make too many bricks.
Too many bricks, as in for their own economic viability.
So basically, I read the argument. Lego made loads of bricks, and its sales have gone down because they had to sell bricks at a cheaper level because they had to sell off a lot of excess stock. Because not enough people are buying Lego bricks. They're too busy watching virtual porn realities. And
why aren't kids building like Lego spaceships
why are they
anymore?
not building their better
They're in their bed watching porn. And not experiencing the Lego life.
Not at all.
Now, Lego are in a deficit.
Exactly. Poor old Lego. Save the corporation Lego. Because what else does Denmark have?
We do.
Yeah. But too many Lego bricks is a problem many parents will sympathise with. But now the toy firm itself has admitted it has made too many
bricks.
When
will Lego stop?
Exactly. But the brick factory, they were just like, look, man. Look, I believe. Everyone's going to love bricks.
People love Lego.
No, we can't look, man. People aren't as into Lego. They love Lego, man. No, man.
We're going to keep making the bricks.
Trust me, everyone loves Lego. Man, you got to look at
Lego is too big to fail.
Nothing's too big to fail. Not even Lego.
Nothing.
Not even Lego.
And that's a real important life lesson to learn. If Lego's making too many bricks, maybe it's time to look at ourselves.
Yeah, maybe we're making too many bricks of our soul, of each other.
Ourselves.
Social faux pas. Here's a little watch, because of course I get myself into a lot of scenarios. I'd never be able to nail, because when you know someone fairly well and I don't want to have to say hello to them. I don't care that much because sometimes you want to say hello to someone. It's more keeping my reputation as a big social dude
as a Mac
on
Daddy.
campus. As a Mac Daddy, I need to keep my wits about me. So when I see someone walking towards me and I know I'm gonna have to do the look up and smile, I sometimes do a preemptive smile, and that is creepy. Because the key to nailing it, what I realised, because I did it this morning at a bus stop, is you see them, you wait for them to look up, and you look up, and then you give them like a 2-second smile, then back to your normal expression.
I think you've nailed it. I think you've got the general rules of how to have any kind of social interaction.
That's the rule. That's the rule. But then
you're the kind of guy that rehearses how to ask for change or something, or like how to ask for some ketchup behind the counter.
Yeah, can I have one of those? I can't even do it.
That's all right. Can I please have some ketchup?
But here we are. I'm walking to the bus stop. She's quite far away. Someone who I know fairly well. Not fairly well. I'd seen her a couple of nights out. And I was like, okay, this definitely needs to be a smile, or else she'll be like, oh, have I upset him?
Yeah.
So I was like, she hasn't upset me, so I'm not going to give her that idea. You're going to stop that idea before it even starts. You didn't upset me. Okay. And she's like 10 metres away. So I look up.
I've
got time. But then I'm smiling away already. Yeah. I've still got a smile. I'm staring. I'm smiling. I'm doing the smile, like keeping that little smile you'd give, but for 10 seconds. So then when she looks up, it's just me staring at her like, hello, with a big smile. And I'm just walking towards her and I was like, I messed that up.
Well, I feel like that's the issue with that, because if you have a smile already and you don't initiate a smile, they could just be like they're smiling and they're not acknowledging you.
Yeah, exactly. So there's nothing special. If everything's in bold, nothing's in bold. Play a song.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, why not? Well, again. Oh, yeah, I'm not ready.
Yeah. Soon I'm on a plane doing the with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Woo, baby. Okay, you've forced our hand. We're now going on to conversationstarters.com, which I think has been made for people who really struggle
with
to socialise, which in many ways we do.
Yeah.
We're extroverted, we're loud, we're confident, but
we're sad.
We're sad. People don't generally like us that much. It's not. We're not popular in the sense that people are. Oh, Gould and Kirwan. I can't wait to chill with those. Those guys are so much. They give so much. They take so little. Wrong. We take a lot. We give nothing.
And that's how you win in this
Random
world.
question.
That's how you get your own radio show on prime time, baby.
Well, hold up. I'm gonna just to create more fun and a radio vibe, because we need to get more radio.
Standing up now.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand up as well. Yeah. Okay, my mic doesn't. I'm gonna sit back down. Mine's gonna. I'm gonna sit down. Okay, all right. I'm gonna put a 10p coin into the random conversation starter machine. Bloop. Conversation starter generated. What is your least favourite part of your day?
Oh my god. At least, well, it completely bloody depends, doesn't it? Like, I can have a bad morning and a bad night sometimes and a bad middle a lot of the time, and I hate the whole day. I hate it all. Next conversation.
So your answer to that is that you hate every part of it?
But the topic's not... The topic's not loaded. Well, I've also... Okay.
If you were invisible for a day, what would you do, you cheeky little munchkin?
Girls' changing rooms. Oh yeah.
Not now, Drew.
Oh yeah.
Drew, those jokes
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What would you be doing in there?
Folding up their clothes. Come on, man. We all know what girls are like. They're messy. And someone's got to think about the cleaners at the end of the day. They're leaving all their juices. That's disgusting.
That's awful. Sorry. That is horrible.
Sorry.
That is repulsive. Get off my show. Get off. Go in there. Find a radio host who can behave himself and make him come in here. Drew's leaving. Can we get someone else in here? Please get someone else in here. Drew's getting. Sorry, he's literally gone to the office. He's asking. We're hopefully going to get a host who can behave himself to come in. He's left me all alone. So not only do we not have Tom, I know like I've Andrew on a play. No one wants to come on. What? No one wants to get on this train wreck because you're talking about juices. Repulsive.
I'm sorry.
We were doing a good ironic bit.
Well, girls like their orange and apple juice, didn't they?
No.
I had a bit of time to think about that.
I can imagine. Yeah, that is clear. But yeah, if I was invisible, I'll be helping you in the change room with my hands over my eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
watching
saying.
Anyone
that's what I'm saying.
change.
Just
We're just cleaning. We're just making sure, because it's about time someone took care of the...
Exactly. It's a terrible place in there. It's a dumping ground of clothes and mess and
that's a horrible
dust.
Topic.
Give me another topic.
What would you do differently if you could relive the past year? Very reflective questions.
Everything.
Okay. Next. What was the biggest life change you've gone through? Divorce! Let's get back on.
Next question.
What's your favourite ice cream flavour?
I don't care. I don't care.
Here's a good one. What's the worst thing you could say on a first date?
Okay.
Wait, hold up. Save it.
Those are under.
No, save it. This is the first thing you say on the first day. Yeah. I'm the lady. I'm out of fine razor.
Wait, are we just meeting? Or
we're just meeting.
Oh, hi there.
Hey.
Hi there. How are you doing?
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Funny, nice to meet you in person.
Yeah, cool.
Please take a seat.
You look like you're doing your photos.
Oh my God, those are some unusually large toes. All right, yeah, so we flip.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, how you doing? Oh, my juices. I'm sorry. How you doing? I'm Matilda. How you doing?
Oh, hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Where's the bread? Where's the bread? Where's the bread? I need bread now! Why did you call this a restaurant? Oh, there's the bread. The bread's there. Sorry about that. You got any ciabatta?
Oh, no, they don't serve that here.
1 second, shut up. You got any ciabatta? Yeah, the Italian stuff.
You know what, I'm not going to stand for this date.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, that proved that's a pretty horrible first thing to say. Do you play any sports?
Oh my God, what kind of conversation is that?
What do you think your life will look like in 10 years?
Sad, but with a beard.
Exactly the same misery and pain.
We're still doing this student radio show. We haven't left.
We just got big beards.
Yeah, and sad.
Who is your favourite actor / action icon? How have you changed as you were younger? I mean, give me a dissertation,
a bit closer to a beard.
Do you prefer to eat at home or eat out? Oh my God.
Well, it depends, doesn't it?
It depends what I'm eating at home. It depends what I'm eating out. No, I've stopped on that one. I'm going to have to go on a different one.
No, I found a random word generator.
Yeah, do it. So, I've got 4 topics.
No, I've generated 2 words. Can we just do mine for a second? The 2 words that I've generated are complete wagon. You, mate, are a complete wagon. That sounds like an insult.
It does. Oh, you mean Davo? Oh, he's an absolute complete wagon.
Mate, what a wagon.
He's got his goods flying all over the place.
Stuff around. He's got a horse in front of him.
He's got pulled by a horse. He's got a nice little tarpaulin cover to protect the goods in the back from getting away.
He does keep his goods.
He does keep his goods dry, and it's important because he's going down the spice road.
Hey, that's complete wagon for you.
Yeah. I've got 4 topics. Do we want to do a conversation?
One more of this. General blind. Now, either that could refer to someone who's generally blind, as in he's not specifically blind, but it's in general.
I'm like a general sort of blind.
Or it's a general in the military who's not very well equipped for his service. He can't see.
Or that's his name.
Or general blind.
Yeah. Or maybe his name. No, here we go. I'll tell you what this is. His name is. His name was like General Blind. He's Dutch.
Yeah.
But because he's got such bad eyesight, all his cheeky sergeants and majors and whatnots behind his back call him General Blind.
Because that's what kind of camaraderie happens.
And then he overhears this. He doesn't see it because he's blind.
Yeah.
And he decides to decimate his unit. And by decimate, I mean the ancient Roman military punishment, where you get everyone to stand with 10 stones in their hands, all of them white except one which is black, and then you make everyone open up their hands. They don't know what stone is in their hand, and if it's black, you shoot them or kill them. That's how you decimate, because that's when a battalion, I forgot what they're called.
I kind of zoned out to choose the song there, and you're now talking about Roman decimation. I just heard and one of them was a black stone in the hand, and then you kill them.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Decimation's nuts.
I feel like you're thinking General Blind is a bit too harsh on his trip.
No, he is. He does. He's like, right. Who started this? Because he also seems to have done memes in their group chat.
So there's a vague tile. You know that tile on your wall that's just a bit...
What tile?
You know that tile on the wall that's just like whenever you walk in...
Be more specific.
When you walk in, he's just not very... You can't really see him much, and he's just like, he's neither here nor there.
What, who?
The tile on your room!
He's a dude.
It's a vague tile!
What do you mean he?
I'm in the bit!
I know, I'm just saying, I'm in the bit as well, and I don't know why you're giving gender to tiles.
You know what, it's just a way. Evoke meaning.
Evoke meaning!
That's what we've been trying to do.
Evoke meaning. That's like, we should have that above in the studio, we should just have in big letters, evoke meaning. Because that's what we plan to do, just constantly evoking meaning. I've got 4 topics here in my new one, which is...
Last one is wear spray, quickly. That's enough advice.
Wear spray.
If you smell.
We do tips here.
Also, very quickly, just look at this, because the song we were going to do isn't on there, so we're going to do that one. Have a think about that.
Cool. Oh, God. That's so hard to think of 2 things at once. Wow. Topics. Royalty, tattoos, justice, rabbits.
Well, we've done royalties, tattoos, and justice.
Yeah, we have. So all we got left...
Justice.
Well, tattoos, actually. We haven't done tattoos.
Tattoos.
Would you ever get a tattoo?
Yeah, nearly got one fairly recently of a Tetris thing.
No way! How close was that?
Yeah, not that close because it was just an idea.
Yeah.
We did a few
Where
drawings.
would you get the Tetris?
Maybe like on my ankle thing.
Yeah, because I want to do that,
funny.
but I don't want to use up my ankle spot because that's like a big one for like a nice symbolic one, and you're going to use Tetris. I mean, I would always stray away.
Just trying to fit the blocks of my life.
I'm trying. I'd always stray away from joke ones because, like, what if you just stop finding the joke funny?
No, I always find it funny.
Do you think? We'll always find
that's one thing I can
no matter
guarantee
what scenario we're in, it's always like,
it's a joke to a certain extent, but it's also.
What if you become a politician? What if you finally?
I'm not going to become and what they say, like you can't become prime minister because you've got a Tetris.
No, but imagine I'm prime minister.
Would you not trust a man with a Tetris?
No, I do, but just imagine
what
like.
What have you got against Tetris and ankle?
I'm just saying, why have you got a Tetris tattoo? Because I bloody love Tetris.
I love Tetris.
He's not getting my vote.
Yeah. Also, because of his lack of knowledge on levies.
Yeah.
That's a good link. Oh, you're thinking of that, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
All right, I got something.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, because it's hard.
Into the mic.
How do I? Should I tell you the premise of the scene, or do I give you a pun? Well, I can't really.
No, just go for it. I'll roll with your punches, and we'll get there.
Hey, barman.
Hello. How you doing? Welcome to my bar. It's called Andrew's Bar, and we like to serve the best beer around.
Cheers.
Have a beer on the house.
Do you mind if I have one of those? What's that cocktail called?
That is a margarita ex-manada.
Oh yeah,
that's a margarita, but with my.
All right,
can I have? It's gonna be too much.
Can I have the apple twist margarita?
Margarita.
Can I have the apple twist margarita?
Yeah,
please?
you can.
Yeah,
have
it's got like a twist of apple in it.
Yeah, that's that. Oh, let me just prepare the twist.
Yeah, cheers. Cool.
It's in there.
Wait, I think can I have a? Do you have any grapefruit here, or is it in the kitchen?
It's in the back.
It's in the back. Do you mind?
Yeah, I'll pop in the back.
No, do you mind? No, you stay here.
Stay here. Do you want to pop in the back?
No, well, just shout. Just twist and shout.
Look at.